everyone, welcome back to Family Boating on the Chesapeake, which we're going to call FBC for future notice. Welcome back to the channel, guys. I am learning every video, and I just want to thank you guys for your feedback, because this episode 3, we're going to go over some stuff, and we're going to cover a few different items. We're going to run this tape back right here, and we're going to explain something. You see the ripples on the front of the boat where you can see the reflection of the water? You see how that happens right there, and then it ceases to continue to happen through the rest of the boat? That's my lack of wax on the boat. Nobody's got any business being on the Chesapeake with all the salt water and brackish water without a good coat of wax. So in this episode, I'm going to give you a few tips on how to keep your boat waxed, how to do it for a little less, and I'll show you how you do it. We're also going to be finally putting on the decal for the CamJoy 2. And you also get a full, all-exclusive view of my underwear. Well, you got to get content from somewhere. Well, we'll get right to it. How did we get the name SS CamJoy? Well, we're not going to win any originality points because we've basically used our kids' names. Well, Cameron is our firstborn son, as you guys know, and Layla is our little girl. Her middle name is Joy. So we put CamJoy together and we threw the SS in front of it because why not? So we owe credit to the name. The person who came up with that is Auntie Jackie. So Auntie Jackie's going to have a lineage here, and we thank her for all that. So SS normally goes with steamships, but what a lot of people don't know in the nautical world and such, and maybe just in my little teeny world, but SS can also stand for single screwed vessel. So as we only have one drive on our boat, I figured if I got any slack from any boaters out there, I could just kind of bring that up. So we ordered the decal online on Amazon. It came in, and we were ready to put it on. So one of the first steps in getting it on is you do have to clean around the area. I was using some Star Bright hull cleaner and a magic eraser. I gotta tell you, the magic eraser with the hull cleaner or any sort of Clorox item, it'll get the job done. Next thing I was gonna do, I went and got some painter's tape, because as I sit it on there, it's gonna have to hold position. While I apply, the next step would be a soap water mix, and once you get all that on there, you could start pretty much cutting it and peeling it. So the steps real quick is you want to clean your area thoroughly, you want to mount it, you want to tape it, you want to add your soap water mix, and you want to make sure when you're spreading it out that you're trying to get all the bubbles out. Or you could be like me and just pray for the best. Now for the most important part, the toughest critics I got. Let's see if they like it. Now that ordeal is over with, the kids seem to have liked it, but we're going to check out some waxing tips now. The number one most important thing that I can give you for these waxing tips is to get this Meguiar 67 one-step compound. I don't know what it is, man. This one, Meguiar's has a lot of different ones, but Meguiar 67 one-step compound, it is clutch. It removes heavy oxidation, and just it's worked great for me. If anybody else has some other suggestions, by all means go for it. But I got that suggested from a guy who'd been using boats most of his life, so his adult life anyway. So first step on here is spreading it around before I actually turn it on, so that it doesn't splatter all over the place. And you saw how I applied it to the brush, and then I used the brush to apply it to the side of the boat. So as this goes on, you can see, obviously on the left side there has already been polished, and on the right it's a little duller gray. Hasn't been waxed yet. So I think this area that I'm doing is too much, but to each their own. I think you're supposed to do smaller portions so that you can wipe it off before it dries a little better. So I just used a clean, well, that one's not so clean, microfiber cloth. The idea is to wipe it off before it dries off. So spreading it evenly across the hull and then wiping it down before it dries off is the key. This next clip is courtesy of Cameron. Appreciate it, Cameron. Hey, but to save some money, if you pick up that Meguiar 67 one-step compound, if you get that a gallon instead of the quart, like the quart bottle you saw me using, you could save a ton of money. It's a way better deal getting that stuff by the gallon, even if it's not Meguiar's. We got peace signs and giant hand puppets that are trying to eat me. Too much. We'll show the end product of this wonderful wax on one of our later episodes. We've got a few trips that we've taken and we need to catch up on some editing, but we appreciate you guys staying tuned, and we have another trip to Sharktooth Island with our good friends the Freemans coming up, and we're adding some other content, little backstories on everything that we got going on. So once again, thank you guys, and we'll see you out on the bay.